Other resources we have started now. Okay. Number 27 or 28. What's that?
Nothing.
History, economic, social, is product. Not product.
Having time to work is for people.
Oh, consumer rights something, na? Consumer rights are that lesson is only for project work. So we have to spend some time. We'll spend it. I will give you some rough idea, but only for projects. Course must have given project work. No? Not given. Not even given. Project is given.
Not in that.
But no, it will not be taught. You have to collect materials and then make the project. That is to write the project, stick that material, photographs and all. Okay, sir. And just explain afterwards. Now our portion, how many persons are left? Agriculture, sorry. This one, agriculture, then mineral resources, lifelines. Isn't it? Eco completed now. Something used to come out now. Otherwise, last week was present. It is irregular and then complaining about. Nothing about the husband. The whole subject. Parents, mark this year. Not attending, no? How many days we did not tell us, no? Last one. Okay. Shall we start? What are the things we have studied about the water resources? Start.
For electricity, they are used to.
Okay, water is used for that. Then we will discuss something else. No? You brought geography? No? Yes? Can you tell what are the
For
things?
large and growing population, increasing demand for water, and then unequal access,
Unequal access. Okay.
food grain demand, irrigation, development of drought resistant crops, and dry farming techniques.
These all are the conditions required, and we have seen that why this water scarcity is a problem. We have learned about the industrialization and urbanization also. Remember? Then afterwards we have seen that urban lifestyle demands more water. Because of all this, there is water scarcity. So this all water scarcity which we have mentioned is due to the quantitative aspect. What is quantitative aspect? Quantity wise. That is the amount of water is less. This is what the quantitative aspect. Then now we have to see about the qualitative aspect also. Who can take the textbook? You are also not having the textbook, no? Okay. Huh? Who? What class is there? Yes, who can take?
Ma'am,
Oh, really?
sorry. This.
Everything is not happening to you. Huh? Come here. Your health is good. You miss so many classes. Then how you will cover it up? Then you are there, then you are having problem.
अभी बोलना फिर मुझे
All the process got one is not understanding, you are not studied. If you are not able to understand certain part, you ask, you know, external
At the time, then I think that I'm getting it. But at the time of writing, numbers are yeah.
Your name is removed.
Why, ma'am?
Signed down.
Yes, ma'am.
Why it is? Sign and write. First. And afterwards.
You college में निकले.
I didn't say that. I didn't say yes, now we have studied why this water scarcity is there on quantitative basis. All those problems are related to the quantity of water. The availability of water is less. This is what a quantitative aspect. Did you get the meaning? What is quantitative aspect? That is the availability of water is less. Now we are going to study about the qualitative aspect. What is qualitative aspect? What are the problems related to the quality of water? You just write, otherwise you will. First point. The water is available in sufficient quantity but scarce due to bad quality of water. Bad quality of water.
Ma'am, water is available sufficient in quantity.
But scarce
Yes.
due to
Two.
bad quality of water. Okay. Second point. Water is polluted by domestic, industrial, pesticides, chemicals and fertilizers. Next point. Polluted water is hazardous to human health. Hazardous to human health. Fourth point. Rivers are polluted due to population growth, agricultural modernization, urbanization and industrialization. Urbanization and industrialization. Just make it. Is you on or off? Just keep it, just scroll it and bring that way. No. Yes. See, we have discussed about that is why there is scarcity of water due to quality. How water is qualitatively poor, how it becomes poor? pollution is giving rise to the poor quality of water. Then you know that when we are doing agriculture and all, that whatever pesticides, chemicals and all used, fertilizers used in the agriculture, along with the water it also percolate and groundwater get polluted. And this polluted water is giving rise to health hazards. We know that many waterborne diseases are there. Can you give some examples of waterborne diseases? Diarrhea, okay, typhoid, cholera, okay. All these are waterborne diseases. So without knowing this water is going to our body and cause this kind of jaundice is also one type of disease, waterborne. So we become sick because of this polluted water. And due to industrialization and urbanization, water get polluted because we dump the waste, and this waste go to that freshwater body. So that also give rise to the decrease in the quality of water. So first part we have seen availability of water is a problem. Second part we have seen qualitatively the water is giving some problem. Now what to do? That is government have taken so many efforts to provide water. This part many of the books are not having Jal Jeevan Mission. In your textbook it is there or not. If it is not there, I will give you. I will dictate you.
The new one it's there.
New book it is there, but still you write. Write a note on. Write a note on Jal Jeevan Mission. Jal Jeevan Mission. JJM. Okay. The government of India, answer, the government of India have taken several steps to improve the quality of water as well as enhance ease of living. EASE, enhance ease of living of the people, especially in rural areas. Rural areas by announcing Jal Jeevan Mission. Second point, the goal of Jal Jeevan Mission, the goal of goal, GOAL, goal of Jal Jeevan Mission is to enable every rural household get assured supply of assured, ASSURED, assured supply of potable piped water, potable piped water at a service level of 55 liters 55 liters per capita per day availability. Per capita means per person. So if 3 persons are there, then 55 into 3, that way. Third point, yes, good. It is a long-term policy ensuring tap water connection. Okay, so Jal Jeevan Mission is a project introduced by the government of India to ensure the availability of water as well as the quality water, especially in the rural area. We know that we started with the women carrying mud cars on their head over long distances. So now, through this pipeline connections, they will get the water at their home, and by this method, the life will change. They don't have to make so much effort to go long distance to carry water. We know that it is a tiresome work. They have to take care of their children. They have to take care of that household cost. So, in order to make sure that they will have a better living, this water connections will be available to the people in the rural areas. That is what the project Jal Jeevan Mission. Understood? Now, next step. From all the discussions, that is, there is qualitative problem and quantitative problem. And the source of water is limited, that is in the form of rainfall. We know that when the rain comes, sometimes continuously, last few days we were experiencing heavy downpours, and afterwards that this will disappear, this will vanish. Then what we will do? That is, throughout the year, till the next rain, we need water. So for that purpose, what to be done? There is the need of conservation and management of water. Okay, conservation and management of water. During the rainy season, we have to collect this water, store it, and manage it properly. See, this especially in Kerala, for about 9 months rainfall is there. And this year from April onwards, or just before April itself, rain started, and now it is very heavily raining. So this way, 2018 it happened, and at the same time all the dams were also, the shutters of the dams were also open. Now it is flooded like anything. 3-story houses also up to 2-story that water level rise. So this kind of condition is very dangerous. So during the rainy season it happen, afterwards people suffer from water scarcity. So there is a need for conserving the water in a proper way as well as manage that available water. So what are the steps to be taken to conserve and manage water? So you just write it. What are the steps to be taken to conserve and manage water resources? Conserve and manage water resources. Now, a second question also to be added. Why is it essential? Samir, right now, why is it essential written?
Yes.
Show me. Second part you did not write. Why is it essential? You write it. Okay. There is a need. Second part's answer first one. First part. There is a need to manage and conserve water resources. Conserve and manage water resources due to the following reasons. A. To safeguard ourselves from health hazard. B. To ensure food security. C. Continuation of our livelihoods and production activities. D. To prevent degradation of our natural ecosystem. E. Overexploitation and mismanagement of water resources will impoverish this resource and cause ecological crisis. So these are things we have already discussed and it is mentioned very clearly. What is that? Qualitatively, if the water is not good, say in 2006, July 26, this way a kind of flood situation we have experienced. Those 10 people, we all have experienced. Suddenly the water level have risen, incessant rainfall was there, that the floodgates were opened, dams were opened, so much unexpected crisis. So suddenly water started rising up and all. This in Mumbai, Navi Mumbai and all people experienced. So why it experienced? Because of the mismanagement. And that time people were not having drinking water. Shops and all are soaked in water. That means the flood was there in the shops also. So that water, drinking water was not available. The government was sending that one kind of tablet. That means that to be put in that water and cleanse it. Then boil it and drink. So this was the situation. Water is there, but this is not potable water. So because of that quantitative availability also we will face the problem. So that is why in order to avoid that health hazard, we have to conserve and manage. Clear this point? What is the second point? You just read out what is the second point written A, B.
Not written.
Not written.
Not
Ah. What is? Ah.
to ensure food security.
To ensure
Food security.
food security. That means for the having it's sufficient food for the people, food production purpose, the water should be available, irrigation and other purpose. Then third, you did. See.
Continuation of our livelihood.
Continuation of our livelihood means for sustaining our life we need water and that water should be conserved properly. Okay, you continue. Next one.
Production activity to prevent degradation of our natural ecosystem.
This livelihood and production activities, that is one point. And next is that to prevent degradation of our natural ecosystem. We know that the natural ecosystem consists of that you have already studied forest and wildlife. So it consists of everything together. So if that natural ecosystem is affected, our life will be affected. So for maintaining that one, we need to conserve and manage. What is the next point?
Overexploitation.
Okay.
Overexploitation and mismanagement of water resources will impoverish this resource and cause ecological crisis.
So impoverish. What is the meaning of impoverish? Make it poor resource. Understood? So in order to avoid this impoverishment, we have to conserve and manage this precious resource. I have told you water is everywhere. But if that potable water is not available, we will die of not having water. So because of that, it is an urgent need to conserve and manage this water resources. You got the points here. Now let us see what are the methods to conserve and manage the water resources. There are so many ways. This is not a new thing. From time immemorial, this method of water conservation was there, but not like the modern way. Earlier times also people made different ways to store the rainwater. So many areas you can see that the rainwater when it is coming, they used to collect it. That is during the rainy season itself, through the trees when it is coming, they will make a barrier and through that barrier, the water is allowed to fall into the vessel and collect it. So here we are not at all having the problem of that kind of water scarcity. That is why we never think about it. But in remote villages, if you are going, they are facing the water scarcity and they find so many ways to collect. So people began to construct hydraulic structures for this storing and managing the water resources. So what are the steps? You just write it, then I will explain. First, what are the measures? Sergi, please. What are the steps to conserve and manage water resources? Manage water resources. First point. Creation of conserve and manage water resources. What are the measures? Steps or measures saying. Okay. To conserve and manage water resources. I am compelling you to write because one thing is that you have to improve your handwriting. Second is to get the speed. And the third thing is that examination time, all of a sudden 3 hours is a boring work for you. You cannot get the points on right time. So that is why you need to have that writing. Clear? Because I have seen those lazy people find it very difficult to write. You are not lazy. I'm not lazy. You are not lazy. Okay.
Got good marks.
Eh?
Good marks in
You are getting.
34 out of 40.
But I am telling you should get 40 out of 50. No, you can get. You have to throw out your that laziness. No, you can get.
But
If you focus on it. Okay. But first step, creation of more water storage reservoirs. Water storage reservoirs. Have you written? Second point. Interbasin transfer of water. See what is transfer of water? What is it? That is transferring the water from Mahanadi to Krishna or Ganga to Mahanadi like that. That is interbasin, two different water bodies. Okay. Third point. Measures to raise underground water level. Not a running race. To increase the underground water level. Have you written raise spelling? Can you repeat this point? measures to raise the underground water level.
Water level.
Ah. Same one. Next point, watershed development. Watershed development. I'll tell you. Next, development, rainwater harvesting. Then, multi-purpose river valley projects.
Next.
Multi-purpose river valley projects. Next, hydraulic structures. Hydraulic structures. Hydraulic structures. Okay. Now, so you just started that multi-purpose river valley project.
Reading. Multi-purpose river valley projects
All
and
of you.
integrated.
Yeah.
Multi-purpose river valley projects and integrated water resources management. But how do we conserve and manage water? Archaeological and historical records show that from ancient time we have been constructing the sophisticated hydraulic structures like dams built of stone rubbles, reservoirs or lakes. Embankments and canals for irrigation. Not surprisingly, we have continued this tradition in modern India by building dams is most of our river basins. Hydraulic structures in ancient India. If first century BC, before Christian era,
Sringaverapura.
Shringaverapura near Allahabad had sophisticated water
You have textbooks now.
harvesting
Go through
system.
hydraulic structures.
Harvesting system channeling the flood water of the river Ganga during the time of Chandragupta.
Second point now we are reading. This one. Read. Chandragupta Maurya's time, what happened?
During this time, the Chandragupta Maurya dams, lake, and irrigation systems were extensively built. Evidence of sophisticated irrigation work have also been found in Kalinga, Odisha, Naga.
Yes, you just take that images of the structures. What are the sources? Images of and why? YouTube में है ना images. Yes, you see that, yeah? Chandragupta Maurya's time, the water storage. See, earlier that is BC itself, first century BC itself, so many such structures were constructed for storing water. and supplying water to the people. So that images are the array. Where is your one? Ah.
Using hydraulics.
What is hydraulic structures? You tell me. Have you heard about hydraulic structure?
This one.
Ah. It is with the help of a device the water is drawn. So earlier time Persian wheels were introduced to draw the water. Like that, lifting the water from that down, some devices were used. That structure is called a hydraulic structure. Okay, so this is not a new method. In the ancient time also this type of structures prevailed. You have to mark it. There is 1 mark question it can come, or sometimes 3 mark also. Which were the hydraulic structure? Okay, the first one was that is Rinkaveramula near Allahabad. Then afterwards Chandragupta Maurya's time. Then in Kalinga, present day Odisha. Okay. Nagarjuna Konda. Where is that? Nagarjuna Dam. See, have you got an idea? Then you just take this one. Bulls or pools like that also are the dam. Afterwards we'll see that. What is that? GUL. What is this?
Ma'am, you speak what you want to say. Just speak.
Gulls or kulls? GULS. Gulls or kulls? This one. These are the diversion channels. You can get it. This type of questions are coming. See, this channels are found in the Western Himalayas part. Bulls.
More better. इतनी मजा आ रहा है.
Okay. So many such structures were built from the previous time onwards to conserve and store water. Here in between, I have told one word. You were asking what it is watershed management. No? What is watershed management? It is in the low-lying areas the trees are planted so that when that runoff, the surface runoff is there, it will stop there and allow it to percolate underground. This kind of water, that means the tree part, is known as watershed management. Otherwise, the water when during the rainy season will go and join. What is the watershed management? See, okay. During the rainy season, the water will go and finally join to the sea. So in order to prevent it from joining to sea, it is allowed to percolate underground and to increase the groundwater. Any other word you need? Rainwater harvesting you will study. There are different methods of rainwater harvesting. Then any other word? I have given you some terms, no? These are the measures taken. Multi-purpose we are going to study. Hydraulic structures, I have told you, the devices used to draw water from ground. Okay. But over. You just write what are multi-purpose river valley projects. What are multi-purpose river valley projects? What are multi-purpose river valley projects? Yes, we have planned our thing. Multi-purpose river valley projects are the dams constructed dams constructed on a river or series of rivers to integrate various purposes. Various purposes. See, many rivers, like a single dam or many dams can be constructed, but it serves many purposes, not a single purpose. Just let us imagine during the rainy season, what is happening? That water carry the soil. So soil erosion will take place. One. Another is that the water will flood the land. So control the flood. And next is that when that water is not there, the agriculture will be affected. So there is a need for irrigation. We know that modern dams are helping in that power generation. So we need electricity also. So like that, multiple purposes are served by a dam or a series of dams. So that is why such projects are termed as multi-purpose projects. Okay. Next, what is meant by dam? Right? What is meant by dam? Have you seen dams?
Yes,
What is meant by dam? Right? No? Dam is a barrier across the flowing water that obstructs
across
the water, no? Flowing water. Across the flowing water that obstructs. Written? Direct. or retards the flow of water by creating a reservoir, lake, or impoundment. Impoundment. Next point. Dam refers to reservoir rather than structure. Next, most dams have a section called spillway or weir. Spillway or weir.
No, section called
Spillway it is written. Spillway or weir. WEIR. Weir, which allows water to flow intermittently. Intermittently or continuously. Okay, so what does it actually mean? A dam is a storage. That is why it is called a reservoir. Impoundment. From various sources the water is coming and stored. Impoundment. Got it? What is it? It is a kind of water storage. Now what this water storage is doing, it retards the flow by constructing a barrier which retards the flow. Understood or not? See, a reservoir is built and otherwise this water will continue to flow. So, in order to prevent its flow, a barrier is made. So, mostly people think this barrier is what a dam. No, actually dam include that storage plus this together. Now, when this water is having, mostly the dams are having a place there, it is written maximum water level. Understood? That is how much storage facility is there. When the water level touches this lower part, they will open the spillway. Spillway, have you seen?
Yes.
Spillway or shutters. Through this always closed today, but when the water level is rising, because the water is coming through different sources, so the level of the reservoir is increasing. So in order to prevent it from overflowing and causing the trouble, so what is happening? They will open the spillway. So through that spillways, the water will be allowed to fall down. So intermittently means at intervals. not continuously. Sometimes continuously it will be allowed to flow because the water level is rising. So in order to prevent it from overflowing and causing trouble to the region, they will allow the spillway to through which the water will be sending through canals or rivers or like that, so that it will not submerge the nearby region. Okay, understood this much?
Very good.
एक मिनट में मुझे नुकसान करता है उसको और देखी बैठा पर इसका हाथ आगे खुला है यार सामने खुल नहीं है मैंने लेजिट एक बार देखा मैंने कुछ नहीं बोला जैसे ही मैं देखते चालू है हाँ शरीर पहले वो करने जाता हाथ डालना था तो मैंने सोचा हटा के हाथ हटा के जैसे ही मैंने देखा फिर वापस से फॉरवर्ड देखा मैं सीधा बढ़ गई वापस से मुड़ी और वो तो पूरा डाल के